Hey guys, what's up? It's Sundays with Reggie. Uh, Last week I was sick, um, so still a little sick, getting over it, but I'm much better this week. Gonna continue down my list of topics for those of you just joining. My list of topics that I've missed since I've been on the TLounge. Uh, the upcoming election. Um, Not a political person. Not gonna go into a whole lot of detail about this. I'm trying to nail out 10 topics today. Um, So not going to go into a whole lot of detail. If you would like more information as to why I am not political, you can Google the Electoral College, and that will pretty much explain it. Um, Holidays. Really, I mean, I have the normal holiday traditions: the tree, the kid, the Daddy, it's Christmas. You know, um, not really into a lot of the holiday traditions. It's kind of hard living in Florida. No snow, no snowman, no real Christmas trees, hardly ever. I've never had a real Christmas tree. It's always been fake. Um, but my only real holiday. Sorry, my computer's balanced on my leg. The only real holiday tradition I have is going to church on Christmas Eve with my mom, and that's her mother passed away in 1981, 5 years before I was born, but she passed away on Christmas Eve. So they don't do it for my granny, but our church does like a candlelight service, and at the end of the night, all you have is like 300 people holding up candles, singing "Silent Night" into the silent night. Um, so my mom likes to go to that. That was her mom's favorite Christmas song. Um, so yeah, that's my holiday tradition. Checking on time, doing pretty good, nailing out topics. Hurry up. Mac versus PC. PC. Don't like Mac. Don't even want an iPhone. Trans movie. Um, big boys, big girls don't cry. Whatever the frick that thing's named. Um, Not a big fan of the movie. I'm a fan of the story. Not a big fan of the movie. But everyone should see it. My favorite movie about any kind of cross dressing is actually She's the Man, starring Amanda Bynes and Channing Tatum. Not exactly a trans movie, but it's a really good movie. And there's cross dressing in it. Childhood trans. I don't know if that's supposed to be my childhood as a trans, or if that's these new child trans people, trans children. Um, I'll touch on both. As a child, I didn't know. I had an uncomfortable childhood. I didn't find out. I didn't realize what I was until I was 18, 19, 20, 20 actually. Children transitioning. I do not think that children should be allowed to medically transition. If they want to if they want to go by a different name and dress in different clothes, and that's all well and good. But I don't think that they are mentally ready to go through um, a full transition. Granted, it's not as awkward because they can just change schools as, you know, a boy. Um, but I'm still, I don't, I just, I think you should be at least 22 before you start medically transitioning. And that's, I mean, that gets out of your teenage years. That even gets out of your first year of just getting shit faced drunk all the time. So why not wait till you're 22? I mean, you've already gone most of your life. You've already gone through the hard part. You got through high school. It gets better. I don't know exactly what that topic's referring to. Um, but I guess if you're trans and you're kind of depressed and you're in a tight situation, I can relate to that. I guess I've been going through transition now for about Lord, 4.5 years. But I've only been on T now for 3 years, a year. So I mean, I was in a tight situation. So yeah, I could say yeah, it gets better, but you also have to work to make it better. It doesn't just get better. You have to make it better. Partner's reaction. Well, my partner met me as Reggie, So she didn't really have a reaction to me transitioning. She already knew because we were friends. So I guess her reaction was, we've been together for 3 years. It's a pretty damn good reaction. Chaz Bono. To be honest with you, I wasn't really familiar with Chaz Bono until Dancing with the Stars, and I'm not really familiar with Chaz Bono's story. Um, Kudos to him for, I know who he is. Um, Kudos to him for going through it, especially in the public eye. Um, that's gotta be an added stress level right there. Um, but yeah, don't really know a whole bunch about him. I know the story. I know who he is. I don't know the story, but I know who he is. Um, and I know that he's been doing a lot of speaking engagements. So I I don't know. I don't really know much about Chaz Bono. Sorry, guys. Bad trans guy. Me, not him. Um, Cross dressing. Well, this I have tons of experience with. I've been wearing men's clothes since I was 13. I perform in drag, so I kind of perfect the whole male illusion type thing. So I've been doing that for a while. Cross dressing is a great way um, to get out your gender issues. If you're not quite to the medically transitioning part, it's a great way to get your gender issues out. Um, so, cheers to cross dressing. Not trans enough. I don't know what that statement means. And I think the fact that I don't know what it means pretty much is all I have to say about it. There's no such thing as not trans enough. There's no such thing as too trans. It's all a matter of how you live your life and how you view yourself. Um, I've had, had people tell me that I'm not trans enough-ish, whatever, that I'm trans. I don't have to be in your face about it. And then you have some people that, in my eyes, are too trans, but there's no such thing as too trans. You have those people that are like in your face, waving the flag, marching down fucking Main Street, with a big shirt that says "I was born a girl." Um, I believe in stealth. I believe in being stealth. So I guess that's not trans enough. Just being stealth. I don't know. I didn't know there were levels of being trans. I knew that there was trans, and then I knew that there was not trans. Um, but, I guess I can see where it comes from, because you do have those people that just sit around and be stealth, and they don't talk about it, and they're, shh, keep it down, they can hear you. But then you also have those people that are like, I'm gay, and I'm trans, and I'm so happy I get to change my gender, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and it's just not me. While I don't understand why they do it. It's not me, but it doesn't make them any more or any less trans of a transsexual than I am, so. There. Okay. The next topic is therapist, but apparently it also says the rapist. But I'm gonna stick with therapist, because I think that's more trans related. My therapist, and I'll actually put the link to his site down there for all of you. It's down there. Go look now. Oh, wait. Right in this region, right here. Just click. Anyways, my therapist is an online therapist, and well, it doesn't work out for most people. It really worked for me. I have a hard time opening up to people. I have a hard time letting people in, letting them see me. So the whole face-to-face thing just wasn't happening. I've done it before. Didn't like it. So I Googled gender therapist. And the first thing that popped up was gendertherapist.com. It actually is a site for a gender therapist. He does all his therapy through a chat room. And I think he does video now, but at the time when I did it, it was just chat. Just plain text. But he does it for 3 months. I mean, it's a little more expensive, but he does it for 3 months. You get an hour a week in a chat room. And it's a really good thing to do. It prepared me like I couldn't. I've seen other trans guys that have gone to other therapists, and excuse me, they're just not prepared. They're not prepared to be patient. They're not prepared for some of these violent changes that happen to your body very quickly, and they're not prepared for the emotional challenges of it. My therapist prepared me very well. So I'll put that link down there for you guys. And that actually wraps up my topics for this week. So next week, we're starting with the zombie apocalypse. And going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, we're just going to go through this week and then we'll be back on schedule. See you guys later.